Today's loan signing ceremony marks the culmination of our combined efforts to deliver this support. It gives great pleasure to formally announce that the $1.5 billion Building Resilience with Active Countercyclical Expenditures Program, our BRACE, was approved by our ADB board last Friday. The program enables the government to accommodate the increases in social protection, food security, and business support measures needed to mitigate the impact of cumulative external shocks, including recent floods.
And sincere thanks to President Masasugu Asakawa for his gracious support to Pakistan throughout our history and at this critical juncture. And most definitely, this financial support will go a long way in improving our financial position. It will go a long way in helping flood-affected people in a big way, and it will go a long way in conceiving and building resilient and adaptive infrastructure for our future needs. All this is extremely important, and once again, thank you, and I would like to thank the President and your team for this wonderful support. With these words, I would like to request our Finance Minister Shahbaz to make his statement. Thank you.
Honorable Vice President, Asian Development Bank, respectable heads and members of the delegation, Federal Secretaries, colleagues, Assalamu alaikum, and very good afternoon. Indeed, we are grateful, and we had recently a very fruitful meeting with your Honorable President and the delegation on the sidelines of the fund and the bank meetings in Washington. It was a great pleasure for me to meet, the President and the delegation. They were very open as always. They were very supportive and very, very cooperative. This is my experience. If I have to rate who supports us the best in the most pragmatic way, because there are always difficulties and conditionalities and all these things, is Asian Development Bank. I can safely say that, not that I've been one of the past vice chairman of the bank, but this is my actual experience. So, heartfelt thanks. You promised on the sidelines, and you'll be very kind to, you had indicated you'll do this board meeting on 21st. I'm grateful that you did it, and Mr. Vice President, thanks to your team, your President and the board for this is a very timely assistance and support to Pakistan. The Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif's team was working and struggling under his leadership to deal with the macroeconomic issues which he inherited from the legacy of the previous government. We have been dealing with them, but unfortunately, the national calamity in the shape of these floods were being faced by the Prime Minister and his team. So we are doing our best. Prime Minister has already disbursed almost 70 billion rupees, which is about $700 million in cash to the affectees, but we had huge colossal losses. Your team was there with us on the round table of floods, and the estimated losses to Pakistan is about 32.4 billion. And these are worked out by Asian Development Bank, European Union, the United Kingdom, the World Bank. Is a team effort. So they're very credible estimates assisted by the government of Pakistan, and the needs which have been flagged in the meeting in which me and my brother were there in a roundtable conference in World Bank process. So there was $16.2 billion. I want to reassure you that under leadership of Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif, we are committed that we would take and fight these challenges very successfully. We are making our cash flow projections for the next 12 months, and God willing, inshallah, we will be very soon, we will resume to a normal business as usual. We are grateful for the meetings in Washington and as well your approval of the program, and we look forward working very closely with you in the time ahead, inshallah. Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister.
Very supportive during our visit to Manila. where they not only guided us, but the kind of support they extended was unimaginable. And I think my finance minister has said what needs to be said. We are working in coordination with them. We have ongoing projects which we keep on discussing with them, and we are trying to push utilization of the funds that are pending with the federal government and the provincial government. So, thank you, sir.
एशियाई तरक्याती बैंक के साथ ब्रेस प्रोग्राम के तहत कर्ज फराहमी के मुआहदे की तकरीब आप मुलाहिजा कर रहे थे। ब्रेस प्रोग्राम समाजी तहफ़्फ़ुज़ के लिए